Viewers, the latest news about Ethiopia, Amhara, and Tigray region is that viewers, you know that fighting between Ethiopian National Defense Force, its allies, and Tigray Defense Force is going on many fronts. And due to the war, hundreds of people killed, but the war is still going on. Due to the war, situation in Tigray region is very alarming. People are dying due to starvation, and now drones also playing a key role in this war. Because due to the drones, hundreds of innocent people killed and reports of heavy financial losses also received. And the last few months have seen a remarkable reversal of fortunes for the Ethiopian government. After a large Ethiopian army offensive against Tigray forces in early October 2021 backfired spectacularly, the Tigray Defense Forces commenced a counter-offensive that at one point even threatened the security of the capital Addis Ababa. We was possessing little in the way of air defense system that can counter drones flying high overhead, and Tigray forces eventually succumbed to the pressure of unabated drone warfare and withdrew to the borders of the Tigray region in mid-December 2021. With Ethiopia's arsenal of unmanned combat aerial vehicles UCAV is meanwhile known to include at least 9 Chinese-made Winglong Fustais, 2 Iranian Mohajer 6 and a number of Emirati VTOL UCAV, and two types of unarmed Israeli reconnaissance UAV operate in support of these UCAV. Whereas Ethiopia received its first three Winglong first from China in September 2021, later followed by the deployment of six more examples by the United Arab Emirates in November 2021. And the acquisition of Turkish drones on the side of Ethiopia has also been reported but remain unconfirmed. The deployment of UCAV by the UAE on the side of the Ethiopian government has been speculated on ever since the beginning of the Tigray war in November 2020. And nonetheless, the often repeated claim that several Emirati Winglong UCAV operated out of a Saab air base in Eritrea to undertake combat missions over Tigray in November 2020 has never been supported by evidence. And this is not to say that such a combat deployment did not occur, with a number of precision airstrikes against Tigray targets such as ballistic missiles launchers and large caliber rocket systems, perhaps explained by their use. We were the first confirmation that the United Arab Emirates had shipped combat drones to Ethiopia occurred in the summer of 2021, when an Emirati VTOL type of UCAV was seen being operated in the Machu area of Ethiopia's Tigray region. And these UCAVs are based on a type commercially available drone that has been modified to carry two 120 mortar rounds and were previously deployed by the UAE to Yemen. And the unguided mortar rounds offer significantly less accuracy than the guided munitions deployed by the Winglong First S and Mohajer 6, however, and are of limited use against an enemy that relies on mobility rather than static defense lines. And a more substantial increase in quality of the United Arab Emirates support to the government of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed would occur in November 2021, when the UAE deployed at least 6 Winglong First along with their Emirati operators to Harar Meda Air Base. And reports that the Ethiopian government could succumb to the threat posed by Tigray forces might have been the very reason for an immediate deployment of Wing Long First from the United Arab Emirates Air Force stocks to Ethiopia. And in order to better accommodate its rapidly expanding fleet of UCAV, the Ethiopian Air Force has already begun constructing new infrastructure at Harar Meda Air Base, where the 9 Wing Long First are currently stationed, and the new infrastructure is set to include a number of hangars that will likely eventually house the entirety of the armed drone fleet country stationed at Harar Meda. And the Winglong First currently operate from a hangar adjacent to the premise and several hundred aircraft shelters dotted around the airbase. And although the Ethiopian Air Force initially deployed its Winglong is purely in the reconnaissance role and only later acquiring TL-2 air-to-ground missiles that enabled their use as armed drones. The Emirati Wing Long First came equipped with a seizable arsenal air-to-ground ordnance from the onset. And although these munitions are less effective against groups of Tigray fighters spread out in the field, especially considering each Winglong First can only be armed with 2 Blue Arrow 7 each. And the Tigray Defense Force rapidly dwindling arsenal of fire support assets must have had a significant effect on its ability to wage conventional warfare and support its ongoing offensive. And the psychological effect of drone strikes and the fact that its fighters could see the armed drones overhead but not target them must also had an influence on the Tigray Defense Force decision to abandon its offensive posture and retreat to the borders of Tigray. But just a month after the deployment of the 6th Emirati Wing Long First to Ethiopia, the UAE was already implicated in a series of airstrikes on civilians infrastructure in the town of Alamata in the Tigray region. And the strikes resulted in the deaths of 42 civilians and the wounding of at least 150 as munitions struck the town's hospital and market. And careful analysis of the stricken areas in Alamata revealed the remains of a Chinese-made Blue Arrow 7 air-to-ground missiles, which is the standard type of armament equipping Emirati Wing Long UCAV. Enough of the Blue Arrow 7 survived the impact to the compare its remains with other Blue Arrow 7 remains encountered in Libya. And the most identifiable component is the mortar pipe located in the tail section of the Blue Arrow 7 and which typically survives most impacts. And footage of the munition in Almata can be seen. You can see this footage on your screen. So viewers, so far the latest update. For more latest update, please subscribe channel. Thanks for watching.